I speak to you now because it is no accident that you're hearing these words. I, your God, reign this moment long before today even began. You may have thought you were simply looking for answers, but I already planned this encounter as a call from heaven into your life. Every step was guided for you to hear my voice now, because this message isn't random, it's a direct command from the throne to your heart. I've seen every step you've taken, the doors that shut before you, the sleepless nights filled with worries about money. I was there, watching over every moment and listening to every prayer you silently whispered. Today, I come with authority to tell you, an economic miracle has already been declared over your life. I've issued a decree in heaven with your name on it, a decree that carries your story, your struggles, your needs, and the blessings I have set aside for you. This is no accident, no stroke of luck. This is a divine movement made by my power. You may have thought no one noticed your tears, but I kept each one like precious seeds. Now, the time for harvest has come. I am the Lord who turns tears into blessings, who changes your tiredness into strength, and who takes what little you have and makes it overflow. I know how many times you've counted your coins, afraid it wouldn't be enough. I've seen how it felt like everyone else was prospering while you barely got by. But I want you to know this: I haven't forgotten you. I have not left you. In fact, I was preparing this moment to raise you above everything and everyone. What I'm releasing into your life is not just a small relief, but a mighty flood of abundance. The gates of heaven are opening, and I'm pouring out supernatural provision upon you. And know this: you will no longer be controlled by fear or insecurity. I put an end to the cycle of fear that made your heart race with every bill, every request, and every surprise need. Today, I declare a new season for you, a season where you will witness abundance in place of scarcity, doors opening where there were once walls, and rest where there was once worry. I am your Father, and I never intended for you to live in lack. I created you to walk with confidence, to testify to my faithfulness before others. This economic miracle I bring doesn't depend on your strength or how hard you work or how much you save. It depends on your faith. I do not ask for perfection or impossible sacrifices, only for your trust. Believe, and you will witness the result. I move when my children choose to believe, even when they cannot see. Today I tell you, the waiting is over. The time of fulfillment begins now. It's not just about shifting resources, it's about changing your entire environment. As you receive these words, the angels are already at work, connections are already being made, and hearts are being prepared to bless you. You're not merely hearing a promise, you're receiving a decree. This decree holds power, and nothing can stop it from reaching your home. Beloved son, beloved daughter, I have already chosen you to be a vessel of provision and abundance. What I give you is not just for you to keep, but for you to share, to lift others, and to be light where there is darkness. You will be living proof that I am still the God who provides, who amazes, and who makes ways in the wilderness. What I am releasing to you is beyond your imagination, because I don't just want to meet your needs, I want to transform your future. Now I ask you to align with this decree. Don't just hear it, but respond with faith. Declare openly what I have already set in motion in the unseen. Comment now that you receive this economic miracle. Write it down as a personal prophecy, as a mark before heaven. This simple act becomes a declaration of faith, and I respond to that faith with speed. When you write, the angels see your decision and move even faster to bring the answer. Do not doubt, do not hesitate, just declare with certainty. This is my moment. This is my harvest. This is my miracle. Take a deep breath and receive it. I am with you, and nothing can stop what I have already released in your life. Do not close your heart or your ears, because this is not just any message. It is a call from heaven, my own voice speaking to you. When you stay, when you choose to remain, you show your belief, and that faith opens the doors that were once closed. Let me say this clearly. As you listen, my presence begins to move inside of you like a living stream, breaking unseen chains, dissolving fears, healing memories of past defeats, and filling you with the confidence that a new chapter has begun. You did not find me by accident. I arranged this moment for you. Your faithfulness in staying focused and not turning away is the key that allows me to bring radical change into your life. For too long, you accepted living with little, surviving with what you had, counting every penny and fearing it wouldn't be enough. That cycle ends today. I decree that you will no longer live in lack. I breathe over you a new season, one that carries the seal of heaven, and its name is unexpected abundance, divine provision, and miracles unleashed. You have become used to planning every penny, living in fear that it won't stretch far enough. But now, I, the Lord, tell you that you will see my hand move in such a powerful way that you will learn to rest in me. From today, you will no longer face your bills with worry, but with confidence in me. You will no longer live with the sole desire to escape debt. Instead, you will live in the experience of my abundant generosity. I am the source that will never run dry. I am the provider who will never fail. I am the one who sends what you need at the perfect time. Do not obsess over thoughts of lack. Do not tell yourself you cannot. Do not believe it is impossible. I have already released everything you need. I have already sent your provisions. I have already moved people into place. I have already aligned the right situations. Your part is to believe and stay connected to my voice. By staying, the atmosphere shifts. By staying, the chains are broken. By staying, my word enters your spirit and awakens what has been dormant. Beloved son, beloved daughter, know this. The season of abundance is not just a thought. It is a spiritual reality that has already come upon you. Economic miracles are already in motion. Unexpected resources will appear. Doors that once seemed closed will swing wide open. I will send people as instruments of my pavilion. I am transforming your financial situation, but even more, I am restoring your peace and vision. Understand that I am not only changing the numbers in your account, I am changing hearts, rebuilding trust, and purifying your surroundings so that hope can rise again. Keep this truth close to your heart. What seemed impossible is now a fulfilled promise. What once seemed distant is now within reach. What appeared unattainable is now yours. My faithfulness will be evident, and no one will deny that it was I who moved. Now, I invite you to embrace this promise, not only for yourself, but as a vessel of blessing for others. Share this message and make it an act of faith. By sharing, you are declaring that you believe this word is alive and that it's not just for you, but for all those who need to hear it. The simple act of passing this message on will be like planting a seed, and I multiply the seeds. What you share will return to you in the form of a harvest. So share with the heart of one who sows faith. Share as one who opens doors. Share as someone who knows that the more hope spreads, the more abundance is drawn toward you. Don't underestimate this action. Just like one word has the power to change a life, sharing it can be the key to someone's transformation, especially someone in need right now. By receiving this, you will be the answer. When you sow hope, you reap hope. When you sow faith, you reap faith. When you sow abundance, you reap abundance. Stand firm and keep listening. Declare within yourself, this season is mine. This promise is mine. This word is for me. Every moment you remain, heaven is moving on your behalf. The season of scarcity is over. I, the Lord, declare that now begins a time of unexpected abundance. Now begins a time of divine provision. Now begins a time of economic miracles in your life. Beloved son, beloved daughter, I want you to understand a truth that will change your perspective on what I'm doing right now. The miracle I am sending into your life is not based on your effort, how much you have, or how much you lack. It's not about your calculations, your strength, or your human plans. This miracle comes from faith. I am the God who honors the trust of my children, and when someone chooses to believe in me above all else, I move heaven and earth for them. You have spent too long carrying burdens that were never meant for you. You've tried to handle everything on your own. You've planned, fought, and anxiously counted every resource. Today, I tell you to rest, because the economic miracle I send is no longer based on your struggle, but on my decree. It is your faith that activates what I have already released. The more you believe, the quicker it will come to pass in your life. I created you not to settle for the bare minimum, but to live as an heir to my promise. You were not meant to live under the weight of scarcity, but to reflect my glory through abundance. Your life will testify that I am the God who multiplies, who turns little into much, who takes what seems insufficient and makes it overflow. You were not created to live in fear of tomorrow. You were made to fully trust in the one who sustains you today. As you listen now, things are moving in the unseen. The angels are working, positioned perfectly to open doors you couldn't see and to touch hearts you couldn't reach. I'm raising people to favor you. I am organizing circumstances that will unfold at just the right time. I am bringing the connections that will change your situation. This is not just a promise. It is a signed decree. What I've spoken is already done, and nothing can stop my word from being fulfilled. Receive this truth in your spirit. Your name is already written in a decree of abundance. You won't just receive enough. You'll experience more than enough. Where there was once fear of lack, now there will be certainty of plenty. Where you once counted your coins, now you'll see provision overflow. I am your source, your security, and the answer you've been searching for. Beloved, know this decree doesn't just change what's outside of you. It transforms who you are on the inside. I want you to walk with confidence, to look forward with hope, and to let go of the mindset of scarcity. You were not made to be a prisoner of lack. You were made to be a channel for my abundance. Through you, others will be touched, blessed, and lifted. What I place in your hands is not just for you, but for my name to be praised through your life. Now, I invite you to take a simple step that carries deep spiritual meaning. Like this video and subscribe to this channel as a prophetic act of faith. This small action may seem ordinary to the human eye, but before me, it is a powerful sign that you believe, that you've aligned yourself with my voice, and that you have chosen to walk with me. Every time you respond to my word with obedience, something in heaven moves faster. Your gesture is seen as an act of faith, and I release acceleration when I see faith in action. Never underestimate the power of small actions. Faith is not only measured by what you think, but also by how you respond to what you hear. Your decision to stay connected with me is a signal that rises to heaven and opens doors. I use simple actions to bring about great results because I am the God who takes the smallest things and turns them into something great, who takes a seed and makes it into an abundant harvest. Receive this word as an unchangeable decree. Nothing you faced can stop what I have already set in motion. Your part is to believe, stay connected, and act with faith. And I, your Father, am the one who will change your reality. The time of lack has ended. Today begins a time of unexpected abundance, divine provision, and economic miracles made visible. I am with you, and my word will never return empty. Take a deep breath and receive it in your heart. The decree has been signed. Heaven has already responded, and the miracle is already on its way to you. Beloved son, beloved daughter, as you continue to hear my voice, know that there is already invisible movement all around you. Nothing you are experiencing now is by accident. I am the God who works in silence, who moves behind the scenes, who stirs things you cannot see. Even when it seemed like nothing was happening, I was already organizing everything for your miracle to arrive at the perfect time. An army of angels is at work right now. They may not be visible to your eyes, but they are already working in specific areas of your life. They are touching hearts, opening doors, breaking chains, and preparing moments of connection. People are being placed in key positions to cross your path, not by accident, but as a fulfillment of the decree I have spoken over your life. I have already stirred those who owe you a favor. I have already softened the hearts of those who once overlooked you. I have already cleared the paths that were blocked. You will soon see opportunities appear that you never imagined before. These will come as small signs, simple details that lead to great outcomes. It might be an unexpected message, a new connection on any given day, or an unplanned proposal. Many will call it coincidence, but you will know that it was I who moved everything into place. I hide treasures in the simplest places. I place keys in small moments to show you that I am in control, and nothing escapes my reach. Learn to recognize my work even in the smallest things. When someone's heart opens to you for no clear reason, understand that it is I who have touched them. When a resource shows up from an unexpected source, know that it is I who provided it. When a door opens without you having the strength to push it open, remember it is I who made a way. The unseen movement I am making now is the foundation of the miracle I have already set in motion. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit can already feel it stirring. I am the God who aligns everything. Even what seemed to work against you, I will turn around for your good. The situations that once caused you trouble will be turned around as a testimony of my faithfulness. Conversations that once closed doors will now open new opportunities. Those who seem distant will become sources of blessing. Nothing escapes my sovereignty, for I use even the unlikely to show my power in your life. As you remain in this word, my spirit works in deeper and more powerful ways. Adjust your mind by replacing anxiety with peace. Strengthen your heart by lifting the weight of fear. Cleanse your ears so you can hear when I speak. This preparation is just as crucial as the miracle itself, because I don't just want to give you resources, but also to prepare you to manage them well. A miracle without preparation can easily be lost, but a heart trained in faith will multiply what it receives. I have already issued the decree, set the process in motion, and given the command. The economic miracle I promised is not only on its way, but it is already being put together behind your back, even if you don't see it. While you are listening, contracts are being written, ideas are being formed in the minds of people who will seek you, projects are being brought back into focus, and your name is being spoken in places you never imagined. This is my invisible strategy at work, preparing everything you cannot see, so you can witness it when I reveal it. Trust the process. Do not doubt just because you don't see the results immediately. True faith is not based on what the eyes can see, but on what the heart believes. Even now, you feel that something is different. A new hope is rising within you, a sense that something is about to happen. This is my spirit confirming that you are not dreaming, and you are not mistaken. You are living the fulfillment of what I have decreed. I tell you with love, do not worry about time. What feels like a delay to you is actually preparation. I am a God of precision, and I show up at exactly the right time. When the miracle finally manifests, you will look back and realize that even the silence was part of my plan. Every delay you thought you faced was actually a moment of alignment. Every door that closed was just guiding you toward the right one. Every no you received was actually part of the purpose I set in motion. When your eyes finally see what I've been working on, you will understand that you were never alone. You will realize that your time in the desert was not abandonment, but preparation for the abundance I have for you. You will see that every tear you shed was like an invisible watering can, nurturing the harvest that is now starting to appear. You will realize that the unseen movement of heaven has always been active, and that I am the God who works even when you don't see it. Breathe in peace now. What has been hidden from your eyes is already visible before my throne. Very soon, what you now believe only by faith will become a public testimony for all to see. Beloved son, beloved daughter, listen carefully to what I am about to reveal to you. The economic miracle I have already set in motion in your life is not a distant dream or an empty hope. It has already been declared from my throne. It is already on its way, and it is getting closer to you. To assure you that this word is true, and that you will not mistake my voice for the voices of the world, I will give you 3 clear signs to confirm my work in you. These signs will leave no doubt that it is I who am acting, and each will carry the mark of my presence. The first sign will be a supernatural peace. Even before the problems are solved, even when the bills still seem overwhelming, you will experience a rest that doesn't come from logic. Your soul will feel an inexplicable calm because it will not come from the outside situation, but from my spirit resting upon you. When you notice that you can breathe without anxiety, when your heart finds peace in the middle of chaos, this will be my seal. I am with you, and I have already begun the miracle. Nothing can stop it. Peace is proof that my hand is at work, and when peace arrives, it means heaven has already touched your reality. The second sign will be a persistent idea. It won't be an ordinary thought or a passing fantasy. It will be an inspiration you can't ignore, something simple, yet filled with purpose. This idea will be like a key in your hand. It could be a project that keeps coming to your mind, a new strategy, or a business opportunity that once seemed small but which I have breathed life into, transforming it into something great. When this idea comes to you, do not disregard it. Obey it and put it into action, because through this, I will open doors that were once closed. This is how I turn small things into great ones. I use a simple seed to bring forth an abundant harvest. The third sign will be a person sent by me. They will come to you with a word, a connection, a resource, or an opportunity. It won't be coincidence, manipulation, or pressure. There will be peace in their approach, grace in the contact, and clarity in the purpose. You will know it is from me because everything will flow naturally. This person will be an instrument of my favor, the solution to what you couldn't resolve on your own. It might be someone you already know or someone completely new. But when they arrive, your spirit will recognize that I sent them. Do not ignore this encounter, as it holds one of the keys to your provision. These 3 signs, peace, idea, and person, will confirm that the promise is already coming to pass. They will come naturally, but with spiritual strength. When peace comes, embrace it as a seal. When the idea comes, follow it as if you've received direct instructions from heaven. When the person arrives, recognize them as the door I've opened before you. Don't complicate things, don't doubt, and don't let anything slip away. These signs are not meant to confuse you, but to guide you clearly. Know that I don't just want to change your upward situation, but to train you to perceive things spiritually. I want you to learn to recognize my voice in every detail. I speak through peace, I inspire with ideas, and I move through people. This is how I connect heaven with earth, the invisible with the visible. When you accept these signs, you speed up the miracle, because faith is shown through obedience. Now I ask you for an act of faith. Comment 777 as a prophetic declaration. This number stands for fullness and perfection, and by writing it, you align yourself with what I have already released over your life. It is not just a number, it is a spiritual decree that echoes in heaven. Every time one of my children responds in faith, I speed up the process. By saying 777, you are declaring before both men and angels, I believe, I receive, I align myself with God's plan. Do not think of it as a small action. Every comment is like planting a seed in fertile soil. I, the Lord, multiply the seeds. You will see that even this simple act of writing will be a spiritual response that speeds up what is already in motion. Just like Cornelius was remembered in heaven for his prayers and offerings, so too will you be remembered for your act of faith. Your financial transformation has already begun. Now get ready to recognize the signs. When peace fills your heart, rejoice, for I am confirming it to you. When the idea keeps coming to your mind, obey, because I am giving you the key. When the person reaches out to you, honor that moment, for I am opening the door. These signs are my signature, so you will know it's not just a dream. It is real. Receive it with faith, comment with conviction, and hold it in your heart. The movement has already started, and no one can stop what I have planned for you. Beloved son, beloved daughter, I haven't brought you this far just to put resources into your hands. I've brought you here to align your heart with my purpose, because the miracle I'm sending can't be maintained in a weak structure. You can't put new wine into old wineskins. You can't fill a heart bound by fear, ingratitude, or disorder with abundance. It's why I'm inviting you today to a spiritual cleansing, an inner preparation that will make space for what I am about to pour out, so it can remain and multiply. Many ask for abundance, but few prepare themselves to manage it. I don't want what I give you to be wasted. I don't want the resources I send to become a burden, or the blessing to be an obstacle. As a loving father, I prepare my children to receive. That's why, before giving more, I ask you to honor what you already have. Look around you and pay attention. Even though it may seem small, everything you have today is a seed. When you take care of the little you have with gratitude, I release much more. When you manage what seems small as if it were great, I trust you with even greater responsibilities. Today, I tell you to let go of what does not help you grow. Break the cycles that only drain your energy. Forgive those who have hurt you, for holding on to unforgiveness stops the new from flowing into your life. Close the doors to habits that waste your resources, whether it be time, money, or faith. The miracle I am sending requires space. If your heart is filled with fear, anxiety, and complaining, how can I fill it with peace, abundance, and joy? You must empty it of the old to receive the new. I don't just want to change your numbers, I want to change your way of thinking. I want you to learn to live with constant gratitude, celebrating even the smallest victories. I want you to trust me every step of the way, instead of carrying the burden of controlling everything yourself. I want you to learn to obey even when you don't understand, because obedience opens doors that human effort cannot. The preparation I ask of you today is a covenant and agreement of obedience, faith, and right management. Son, daughter, do not fear. I am not asking for impossible perfection. I ask for your sincere surrender. If you surrender to me, if you choose to trust and follow my voice, I will give you more than you could imagine. The covenant I make with you today is for your good. It's so that the miracle I send will not be lost but will last and bear fruit. By purifying your spiritual atmosphere, I will align your external circumstances. By freeing you from what holds you back, I release what has been stopping you. By closing the wrong doors, I will open the right ones. Internal preparation speeds up the external result. Every step you take in obedience is the key to releasing provision. Now, I invite you to act with faith, not only for yourself, but also as a channel for others. Share this message, and by doing so, you declare that you agree with what I have spoken, and you plant hope in someone's life who needs to hear it. Perhaps there is someone near you today, crying as you once cried, struggling as you have struggled, seeking an answer. The simple act of sending this word could be the key that opens their heart. And I, the Lord, reward those who hold nothing back, but share what they have received. I am the God who multiplies the seeds. What you share will never be in vain. It will return to you multiplied. When you share faith, you reap faith. When you share hope, you reap hope. When you share abundance, you reap abundance. So do not keep this word to yourself.